soon.
Coach, good evening.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, thank you. Yesterday on the press conference, you didn't want that we will ask about Daniel Peretz. Tonight you will start.
Yes, no problem.
Tonight you will start with Daniel Peretz. I'm sure that you want to speak about him.
Yeah.
Too early, no? You lost Daniel Peretz. You as a coach of Maccabi.
You want to talk about him, then you twist the negative on it. Listen, Daniel's been an unbelievable player for this football club. They've agreed a fee, as you know, subject to a medical. And if that goes through, which I'm sure it will, all I can say is I wish Daniel all the very best. And I did a speech in the dressing room. He's an inspiration to the young Israeli kids, to inspire to be a goalkeeper. They look up to him. Certainly the fans here. He's done great things for the football club. He was a fan when he was a kid. And now to have the opportunity to go and play for one of the biggest teams in the world, how could he turn it down? So I don't think we could stand in his way. The club couldn't stand in his way, and it's certainly a big deal for him. All I can say is, since we've been here, how professional, how humble he is as a person. He's a lovely kid. I've got a lot of time for him. He speaks very, very well, understands the game, understands what it's like to be a team. Of course, he's sad that he's going to be missing his teammates and the fans, but he's going to a club that's he's got great history. So we wish him all the very best. And I said to him, don't stop now, keep going. We want to see you playing at the highest level now for the next how many years. And again, as a club, we wish him all the best.
We know you have a lot of talks with your players. Have you tried to convince him to stay, or when you heard it's Bayern Munich?
Come on, what do you think? Honestly, you're trying to create headlines like, "Oh no, I wanted Daniel Peretz to go." What do you think? Come on, no, it's not a question. Come on, please, it's not a question. Of course we want Daniel to stay. We want every player to stay, especially someone like him. Of course, but how can the club stand in his way? They've agreed a fee. He wanted to go to one of the biggest clubs in the world. How can we stand in his way? I want every player to stay. Every player at this level to stay, of course. Come on, I'm surprised you asked me that. You're a lot cleverer than that.
It's finished tonight for one, or you are still worried about the next game in Slovenia?
Of course, no. That was my first thing. That was my first thing I said to the players. First thing, I said, if you think this is over, no. I played in games where one game in particular against Man City, we were 3-0 up. Man City, they got a man sent off in the FA Cup, and we ended up losing the game. It sticks in my head to this day. I was 23, 24 years of age. Kevin Keegan was the manager of Man City. 10 men. And to this day, it stays in my head. And that will always stay with me because I've been in football a long time. I know how it works. If you think that you've already won a game, they can come and bite you right in the backside. So we have to be careful, of course, because I know Vieira very well. He's a proud man, and he'll want his team to win the game. There's no question. They're a very, very good team. You've seen signs tonight. At times, they were very good. The way they passed the ball, typical Spanish way. A lot of rotations in the team. Very, very good team. So it's going to be difficult. We know that, but we have to be clever.
Hi, Robbie. Congratulations. I really like the attacking combination that you did from the right side, and then you make Milson free on the left. It was really good, but after this, you don't think that Revivo should support more to Milson?
Well, if you notice in the first, after 25 minutes, 30 minutes, where did they get the most joy from?
Milson.
Yeah, but where now? Air defense. Where did they get past? Down the side. 3-4 times in the first half. So that's why. And also in the first 25 minutes, you leave someone like Milton 1v1 against somebody. No? Of course. First 25 minutes, they changed. The right back because they couldn't live with Milton because he taken 1v1. You always want a player this quick in a 1v1 situation. So support from Roy is from behind sometimes, but if you noticed a lot of times, 3 or 4 times he went on the overlap.
Yeah, when he did the overlaps,
we tell him to go on. If you see him a complete 1v1, leave him. If you see an opportunity to go, you go, as long as we have the protection in the back. At times we didn't.
I want to ask you about the first 25 minutes, as you mentioned. You scored the penalty, but when you conceded the 1-1, it took me back to what you said after the Beer Sheva game, that if you will not make the chances, you can get hurt.
Yes, exactly.
And the second half you fixed it, but
football is 90 minutes. We're as a staff, we're of course working on this. I mean, most teams concede goals. It's the way it is. Of course, ideally, you don't want to concede goals, but teams are going to get chances. That's normal. If we think for 1 second we're going to dominate every game, no chance. There's always spells in games where teams against like this, the team's a very, very good team that play really good football, that's got dangerous players, really dangerous players. They're going to get opportunities. That's why they're playing. That's why Albert is there. Albert played at the highest level. He's not going to go to a team that's not a good team. He's gone to a team that's a very, very good team. So they're going to get chances. Of course, I don't like conceding goals, and the defenders don't like conceding goals, and the goalkeeper doesn't like. But it is what it is. As long as we score more goals than the other team, it's okay. But of course, we're working on everything, not just the defending, but defending as a team.
Beside what you just answered, after this game, as you mentioned the day before, it will be the hardest test of Maccabi since you arrived. After you see this game, what do you feel needs to be improved on the pitch?
The simplicity of the game. Don't complicate it. Trust the process. When we tell you to keep moving the ball quickly, 1, 2 touches, keep moving it. Where was all the players? In the middle of the park. So where do you go? You go wide. Keep moving the ball. Move the ball. And at times we did it very well, but at many times we were trying to pass. It's almost like the players got bored of trying to keep the ball. Never get bored of keeping the ball. Keep the ball as long as you can, because the opposition get tired. And if we're trying that rip pass, like to take out 6 players, if it's on, yes, but just keep it wide. When we got to the wide areas, we were very dangerous.
Hi, Robbie. How happy are you with Dor Turgeman's performance tonight? Not only the goal, also what he did in the 15 minutes.
Very good. I asked him to do one thing. Play for the team, work hard for the team, and he did everything. And go score me a goal. So, very happy. Listen, Dor will play a big part this season. I keep telling you. He's a young kid. If he can learn off anybody, coach that he's ever had, it will be me. I've been there. I understand it. I understand his position. I already know how to get him better in the first training session that I've seen him. And already he's starting to get better. You can see his finishing is very, very good. But he's young. It's going to take time. But he will be given the chance again like he has tonight. And wonderful strike. He's in front of goal, he's got a really good technique in front of goal. But he's young. So as playing as a lone striker, he's going to improve as the season goes on. And going to learn as well a lot from Iran inside the box. If you see Iran's movement inside the box, how he scores goals, he's been doing it for a long time. He's going to learn a lot from him, and learn a lot from me, obviously.
Obi, what is the situation with Parfait?
Sorry?
What is the situation with Parfait Gayagon? He was not in the squad today.
No, he wasn't in the squad the last game either.
There is, we understand there is an offer about him. Clubs wants to buy him from Maccabi. Can you tell us a little bit?
Well, I only want players that want to play here and want to stay here. That's all. I'll have players that want to be here.
Good evening, Robbie.
Hi, how are you?
Congratulations on the win. I wanted to ask you on a personal note, how was it to meet Albert Riera, your former teammate, as a coach in a different, time in your career? What can you tell me about that?
Yeah, it was good. He's a good guy. He's obviously known through my days at Liverpool, but we played in Liverpool Legends games together recently. So it's always good to see him. And after the second leg, I'm sure we'll have a drink together, regardless of the result. He's a good guy. I'm sure, today is not the right time to maybe speak to him, now, because no one likes to lose, and I'm the same. But regardless of what happens next week, we'll shake hands and give each other a hug, and we'll have a drink. And he's a very, very good coach with a great, of course, a young coach like myself that wants to be successful. And you can see the way he plays, the way he wants to play. You can see really good signs of a real Spanish side, and the way the rotation and the way you want to keep the ball. So, yeah, really good guy.
One last question, and then I'm sure Yaniv would like to ask about Ashdod.
Yeah. So
Oh, you asked a question? You guys don't let me ever ask a question.
So if we look at the two games against Larnaca, Maccabi obviously got a lot of chances, but didn't manage to convert that well. Only one goal at each game. Today, 3 goals on like 10 attempts on target. Does today attacking game and obviously the conversion rate keeps you more satisfied?
Yeah, well, 4 goals. I mean, how could you not be happy if you score 4 goals? But if you ask any coach, the chances before that, if he scored them earlier, would the game be different? Possibly, I don't know. But it's important to take your chances at the right moments, and we took the chances at the right moments, and that was good. And then again, we spoke yesterday about Iran scoring goals. I mean, inside the box, he's clinical. We know that. If he gets a chance, he'll score, but you're not going to score every chance. That's why we try and get into positions as much as we can. The more you get into these positions, the more comfortable you get, and the more it becomes a habit. And we're scoring a lot of goals. Of course, I want more. I want to be a bit more cleaner when we do get our chances, and especially early on if we have chances to finish them. But overall, you have to be satisfied against a team like that to win 4-1.
Robbie, you still have some free positions to fill in with new players. Can you tell us what kind of players,
we will be looking. Okay. There will be players coming in at some stage.
Positions?
I can't tell you positions, but there will be players coming in.
Okay.
Not now, but we're working on it as a club, and of course, if people go out, we want to bring people in, but only the right people that's going to fit this football club, and the right personality and the right character is the most important thing. The right character that wants to be here, and we want players that wants to play here.
שאלה רק ממישהו לקראת המשחק נגד אשדוד, כי לא לנו מסיבת עיתונאים?
It seems that against Ashdod, I believe that Roy Mashpati will be the first goalkeeper. You didn't announce anything yet about Daniel Tenenbaum, but we saw in the UEFA list that he is in the team. There was any question for you to take Daniel Tenenbaum or foreigner goalkeeper?
Who said we're not going to take a foreigner? Who said we are not going to?
Because on the list there is Daniel Tenenbaum and Roy Mashpati.
Yeah, Daniel has joined us. But we'll be still looking for other positions. I just said in the next week, 2 weeks or so, we'll be looking at certain positions, all positions.
Okay, so the goalkeeper is still maybe open.
We have options everywhere in the field. We have to make sure the group is strong, the squad is strong. That's the most important thing.
will not have another press conference, okay? Sure. You want to start, I'm sure, the Israeli league, the domestic league on the right foot. How will you do the transfer from Europe to Israel?
Same as we have. We obviously played in the cup in the week against a team in the league, so have an idea. We played them in a friendly game. Of course, it was the first game, and there was a lot of changes for everybody. So it wasn't a true reflection on them or us. So obviously the first game of the season, you want to start off well. It feels like been here a long time, and only the start of the season is only happening now. Even though we played a lot of games, but we've got a lot of games behind us, a lot of fitness, a lot of sharpness. So I'm looking forward to the league starting.
Final question, please.
Final question, Coach. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Second, I would like to go back to the point about the goalies. As you mentioned, all positions are open. Are Mashpati and Tenenbaum, do you feel, are not ready yet to carry?
I didn't say that.
No, I'm asking. And is there a reason why Tenenbaum was brought in so quickly, and you did not continue the search perhaps a bit longer?
Who said we weren't searching? Of course, we're searching everywhere. We're making sure that the team is strong, and the squad is strong. So people like Daniel coming in is only going to make the team a bit stronger. He's got experience. With obviously Daniel leaving, so we needed certainly someone to come in that has a bit of experience straight away. But of course, we're going to be looking at a lot of positions. As I said, the most important thing is the strength of the squad, and you've seen tonight with the strength of the squad, with the substitutions coming on, and that's what I mentioned after the game to the players. And on what day is today? Thursday. On Sunday. Saturday. Sorry.
We played Sunday.
Sorry. On Sunday, you've seen the amount of changes that we made, but the impact of the players that played, that you would probably say hasn't started, and we won the game. We won the game 5-1. So full credit to them, the subs that came on tonight. That's what you want for you. When you make substitutions, you want them to come on and make an impact on the game. That's why they're there, and that's why they're here, and that's why we have a squad, and they did. So full credit to all the squad. Thank you. I wasn't being rude by saying you're clever than that, by the way. I wasn't being rude saying that. I was just saying